Hello everybody, First Month is here. Today I'm in my cabin. Winter is almost here. Today is about 8 degrees of Celsius. So still plus, but there is nice windy today, so it's more cold than it looks. Again, so I have to use gloves and everything. This video is about an outdoor test of this, I would say, nice EDC knife, Tactile OSPREY. As I remember, there was no any single test video about this knife on YouTube so far, so we'll see. This is great EDC for many tasks, so this outdoor could be one of those EDCUs as for me as a like kind of sidekick or a companion for my choppers, for my cookery, for the Helion Elite. All these knives. Why? Because it has nice shape. It's relatively thin behind the edge, so it's slicey. It's definitely not described as a outdoor knife, I mean bushcraft or something like this one, because this handle is definitely not made for it. This is more, as I said, kind of low profile tactical handle compared with my Lion Steel B35, which should be dedicated bushcraft knife. That handle is much better for this one, but anyway, we're gonna see what I can do with this knife, because as I said, by the way, Magnacut steel, so everything looks nice on this knife. So we'll see how this one could serve me if I'll take it with me as a sidekick to my bigger knives. Let's go for it. Again, hope you see this. Forget about me. If I will split with this knife, so I mean baton, that will be really only to get some small dry pieces of wood from the middle of wood. So I won't do something stupid like this one here, because it's not necessary, because as I said, if that will be kind of sidekick for my bigger knife, then why? I can do it with that bigger one. So let's say this one was pretty easy. This is spruce, by the way. There is a knot somewhere, or there's plenty of knots, so I don't want to rush it through. I don't know Magnacut steel. Nice, there was a knot here. So we heard the crack. Now something more tough. This is definitely much tougher piece of wood. Of course, again, as I said, I won't go through in the middle, but I'll try spots which I will use normally to get it from that. This is hardwood. There is a big knot. See that it goes through this one, so I'm worried about that, so I don't want to go through that. I will try this one. It should be alright, but as I said, I don't know the Magnacut with the 0.6 millimeter behind the edge. It's that slicey knife for me. So, but it's alright, as you might see. Well, surprisingly, I guess this piece of wood with those knots there was probably the hardest I've ever done with some relatively small, thin 4 millimeters in thickness here. But as I said, 0.6 behind the edge, and so that is something. Those knives are slicers simply. So I got nice. Let's say when we start a fire. Spruce and something harder. Okay, I'll use it in our stove. And now the recurve is nice there. Sorry, turn it a little bit. Sorry about that. Seems to me it's a little bit offset, yeah. So because the recurve, it keeps, when I did this batoning, the recurve kept those relatively easy pieces of wood falling, which could fall out of that. So the recurve kept it there, so close to the middle. So if I do this one, it's nice for that. It helps for that. Sometimes the recurve is like contra, so we don't want it, but sometimes it's alright. So kindling, something we really want to see. As I said, this is still the original edge. I use the knife, but never sharpen it, even with any strapping, honing or something like this one. This is still the original edge. I guess 62 or 63, 64 edge RC they said. I'm not sure now. So that kind of handling. What I don't know, if this one could make sparks. This one wasn't that thin I want. Yeah, it slices nice. Of course, the biggest benefit for the knife for slicing is the recurve. The big belly won't help with this. For this task, it will be more for types of slashing, let's say in self-defense situation, or for, let's say, food prep or something like this one. Yeah, this one wasn't that thin, but anyway, not bad, definitely not bad. Okay, how sharp the spine is for making that kind of wooden dust. Oh yeah, that's nice. That is nice. I like it. So something like this one, like this one, if I want it, it will work there. So I don't know if this one will catch sparks. Maybe these are too big still, but first I want. Well, it doesn't look like the best fire steel slicer, but as we might see, it works. There's a smoke, but it's not what I want. Yeah. Yep. So definitely something I want. We'll see. We'll see. Moment. So the fire didn't go properly because I have to care about the fire, but I don't want it now. So I will use those spruce pieces because I have to burn some pieces of wood here. Anyway, we've seen success, I would say, because it might throw sparks out of the ferro rod, which is great. And what I want to see, how is this one will like debark thanks to this rounded portion, similar like on the truckers. You can rest your thumb on it, but it's great for these things. and it works, guys. That's really nice to know. So it makes this one even better companion for my knives, the bigger knives, as I said, because this is great. So I can use it for fire steel, I can use it for these small tasks, and the knife is relatively tough, small, light, slicey. That's great. Now, can I go through something like this one? Of course, with the batoning stick. It will go probably through. Nice. This is relatively thick piece of wood to make like a 10 peg or something like this one with this knife, because it's too thick. Simply, this is about 1 inch, so I don't need that kind of thick wood for it, and definitely not for testing if I can make a tip on it. I prepared something here more thinner. Okay, so let's do it this one. So it's a little bit thinner, and I'll make it a little bit different way. Nice. So what I want to do, I'll make it thinner by splitting. So I can have two now. But what I want to say, or what I want to show, is making tip here. There is a knot, as we might see here. So we'll see. Using gloves, as you might see, so the knot is there, and I really feel it. Okay, so it won't go probably this way because the knot is too thick for it. So light chopping, very light chopping. There is this kind of hook. I can grab it this way, and thanks to the recurve, definitely not thanks to handling or weight of the knife, these two won't help, but the recurve helps with this. Yeah. So I took some material off. Now let's do it properly. Yep, that is something different. What about chest spool cuts? There is a knot again here, so we'll see, because the chest spool might help me to go through. Yeah, that's yeah, nice. This is great. This is great. By the way, I haven't checked how this one will feel. I will feel without a glove. Even as I said, it's colder. So it's very important to say the handle is relatively thin, so it's made for low profile more than for these things, these tasks. So it's kind of twisting it, because this, let's call it a neck, this one, so it twists in the neck, so it's not exactly the best way for using that, but for a relatively short period of time it's not uncomfortable. I mean that it bites me somewhere, like you know, there I will have some, let's say, sharp edges here which affect my fingers or palm or something like that. No, it's just because to squeeze the knife. This is alright. This is alright. No issues by that uncomfortability, something like this one. Only what I've said, the knife tries to twist in hand. So let's try it this way. I hold it like this one. So what sits in my palm is this spot, something like normal. It's normal when we do this. this handling is much secure because it won't twist in my hand, thanks to the thumb position here, which allows me to keep the edge alignment as I want. Guys, this is, yeah, this is great. There is no any problem with the twisting. It's relatively comfortable. See this hook, I would say this one, or this end of hook, this one sits in my palm and it's not that sharp. This angle is not that sharp that bites me into my palm. So it's absolutely fine. Well, yes, this is nice. Can I use it for some kind of okay, the limbing? Yeah, see these small or little branches or twigs. So when handling this one, yeah, I can use it maybe in this way. Very light chopping. I don't know for what I will need this one. So in this way, there is no. I'm worried the knife will fly off my hand. So this is not what I wanna see. It stays there. This is very thin. This is about 1 centimeter. So this is not definitely something I want. But if something is that thin, okay, about 0.4 of an inch. 1, 2, 3, 4. I got a tip, sharp tip. So this is fine for this one. If I wanna make traps or something like this one, so I'll use gloves again. So there is not any problem with handling it like it is not comfortable because some sharp edges there, not like that, something like that. Only the handle is a bit tiny, even for my hand. So for somebody with bigger hands, it could be uncomfortable to use this knife. Try this one. Sorry guys. Silky. Yeah, this one could be the right one. So this could be the right thickness for what I need. So, as I said, some triggers. If I want to make a trap. It's recurve, so there is no any like straight portion, so everything will be a little bit curved, which sometimes I don't like. So easy how this one bites in. It's nice. So let's remove it. This is very slicey, guys. Really is. Nice. Yeah. I play with the knife a little bit because I like its sharpness, how this one slices. Beautiful guys. This is mid hardwood. This is not something super hard, but definitely not a spruce, let's say, as a soft material. Excuse me again. So I don't want to waste your time. Batoning, splitting, tip cutting, fire preparing, fire scraping, debarking, and some kind of carving, let's say for those strap triggers, everything's fine with this knife. As I said, only downside for this knife, this neck is a little bit thin than I want to have it. So it's kind of sacrifice to get such slim profile to carry it easy for urban area, but this could be a real one from those which you can use for urban EDC, outdoor EDC, tactical EDC, something like this one, as a companion for your bigger chopper splitter, food prepper. Let's say you got I got my cookeries, and this is even for my truckers. So let's do the hard task with them, and then let's say for food prep and these things in skinning, some there's nice belly for you can grab it in this way and use these movements to do what you need if needed. The tip is reinforced. I don't know, you see that? It's open. It's opened already. It was not cracked, as you might see. Now you don't. It was not cracked. So I've opened that with this. So I opened that area, hold this area with the twisting, which I will be not. I won't do that. Let's say if you remember my video with Cold Steel Voyager XL, the clip point where I broke it on this point, on this spot here. So this is not the case. This is definitely something what is relatively tough, thick. It has the 4mm thickness, full thickness up to here, up to this spot, and then it is still the reinforced tip here. So it can stand something, some piercing. So there is no some probably we can't probably break it or broke it such easy on than full flat knives. Cold steel, another one which came into my mind. Cold steel hold out. That's great knife. I haven't broke the tip on it, so I've still got it intact, so everything's fine. But definitely I won't do something there because the full flat and these things. This is nice. So this is the great sheet, by the way. Still use two. The mine I showed you in my room. I got the original. I changing them for my needs because the other one is now in different color. So excellent for that. So now, if there is any downside, as I said, is that handle, thin handle, and of course it's a bit pricey because for 4 inches blade, about 4 inches blade, is definitely not cheap. But now we've got those new bucks made of Kruger or Magnacut. I guess Magnacut. Those three, the small one, kind of hunting knife, the about 4 inches, sub 4 inches, and the big one, let's say 10.5 inches blade, with green, black G10 handles. You know, check it out. The newest products made by Bucks. These there's like special edition or something like this one. All of them made by Magnacut. Same, let's say same materials like this one. Nice sheets, everything, and even the smaller one with that kind of blade, about that when you measure it, is very close, 80% of this one, and that, let's say mid long, is compared to price of this knife. I guess these are generally the same in the price. So same steel, Magnacut, and these things. This is nice, as I said, nice design, kind of tactical. That one is more hunting. Yeah, depend. This is really nice. So I can recommend it, even if something is your mind. You say, okay, what's the downside? Handle and slightly bigger price. Thank you very much. Have a great time. Tactile OSPREY for me. Nice to have it. Have a great time. Bye.